Good morning to all of us. Thank you for the time and opportunity has been given to me and convey the result of our group work. The first is explain about the topic meaning, function, and the benefit and criteria. Meaning, economic development in developing country is a process that causes per capita income of the population of society to increase in the long run, accompanied by change in the important feature of a society. The development per capita income in a society is accompanied by change and modernization in its economy structure from that still pattern from traditional to modern. Thank you.
Function 1. Reducing the poverty rate. 2. Increasing domestic economic growth. 3. Reducing the unemployment rate. 4. Creating new jobs. Benefit 1. Creating jobs. 2. Increase national income. 3. Smooth all economic activities. 4. Technology is developing rapidly. 5. Reducing the unemployment rate. Criteria: the high national income of a country, the high income per capita achieved by a country, equitable income distribution, and a stable economy.
A real example and the situation in economy development in developing countries. Clean water supply and improved sanitation. The government strives to improve clean water, especially for low-income people. One way is to maintain the availability of sufficient clean water quality by encouraging the provision of basic infrastructure for settlements in urban areas, as well as getting the using clean water when carrying out activity to avoid various kinds of disease. Development of quality human resource. Development as a development resource emphasizes humans as development actor who have a productive work ethic, skill, creativity, discipline, professionalism, and have the ability to utilize, develop, and master skills and technology with environmental insight as well as management capabilities.
Economic development problems faced by developing countries, namely 1. Low productivity. The low level of productivity can be seen from the gross domestic income per capita or the small GPD per capita of workers. The low per capita income is due to the low level of living and limited job opportunities available, especially for those with low or no education. 2. Great dependence on fragility of international relations. Economic conditions in developing countries tend to be influenced by the economic condition of surrounding countries, especially developing countries. This occurs due to weak domestic demand, which relies heavily on the export market. 3. The high rate of unemployment. One of the causes of the high unemployment rate is the very high growth rate of the national economy. This is exacerbated by the low growth of unemployment opportunities. 4. The low level of life. The low level of life can be seen from the ability of the population to meet basic needs such as food, clothing, and housing. 5. High population growth. In developing countries with a large population, it tends not to be matched by an equal distribution of the population. The population only focuses on certain areas, while other areas are actually understaffed. The impact that arises from this problem is the distribution of income that is not evenly distributed or unequal. The economic theory used is Pancasila economics. Pancasila economy is a balance between the material and spiritual welfare of society. This balance was maintained. How can strike a good balance between this spiritual and material happiness? Every economic activity must prioritize the values contained in the first principles of Pancasila, such as human dignity, brotherhood, and socio-economic justice.
Answer the lead question based on the topic. What did the word according to Michael Pizzurro, economist still use the expression the dirt word today? Answer. The dirt word in 1978, that about 20 years ago, the different circumstances of how people live are until today. He illustrates that some people are very affluent and some are very poor. Number 2, what are the influent countries? Answer is a country that is able to create reproduction or live in peace, helping each other. Number 3, how are the economic characteristics of the world 20 years ago? Answer. Developed countries materials they are earth is shirking with the rate of modern transportation and communication. Number 4, how are these countries today? Is poverty still dominant in these countries today? Answer. Yes, poverty is still dominant in these countries today. Number 5, is there still a quicksand of affluence with poverty in many of the Asian countries until today? Answer. Prosperity with poverty not only in various continents but also in the same country. Number 6, why is there a gap between the rich and the poor in many Asian countries according to Gunnar Mitra? Answer. The eminent Nobel Prize winning Swedish economist Gunnar Mitra stated the win theories and concepts designate to fit the special condition of the Western world are used in the development of the developing countries. The consequences are serious. The wisdom, theories, and concepts do not fit the Indonesia cultural context.
Number 7. Why is there a gap between the rich and the poor in Indonesia? Discuss this topic with your peers. Because the level of income affects the style and pattern of life. Those in the rich category can access various facility, education, and technology more easily. On the other hand, this is not the case with those fall into the poor category. Instead of competing with the rich in terms of income, they still depend on government assistance to fulfill basic necessities of life. Number 8. What is the philosophical basis of Indonesia's economic development? Economic development rests on Western theories and concepts. Number 9. Who are the framers of this basic philosophy? The framers of this basic philosophy are Soekarno-Hatta, Muhammad Yamin, Cokroaminoto. Number 10. What does Pancasila stress with regard to economic development of Indonesia? The objective of our society, or of any society for that matter, is human well-being. 11. Why is it important that Pancasila should be the basis of economic development in our country? Discuss this topic with your peers in class. Because the Pancasila economy emphasizes economic activities based on the 5 principles of Pancasila. 12. What is meant by equitable distribution of income and wealth? Income is said to be fair if it is evenly distributed to all levels of society who really need it according to the target. 13. In your opinion, why is it important that there should be a balance between the material and spiritual well-being of the Indonesian society? Spiritual well-being is a goal to be achieved in the development process. This shows that the success of development must be achieved not only in the material aspect, but also in the spiritual aspect. When a development process is only directed towards achieving material success, it is certain the desired community welfare will not be achieved. People will feel alive. This is empty and meaningless even though all the facilities are available. This is our presentation. Thanks for your attention.